Hi everyone, welcome back to Return of the Nerd. Today we're going to look at these beautiful card backs. So we now are waiting for another two, because there's three in the set. These are the Target exclusives. The first one that Bosk's Bounty has already, he's done a beautiful review. It's the Kenner with the original race, you know, the racetrack. And it's got the original Boba, like, carded from back in the Kenner days. It's absolutely beautiful. These ones here are from the comic book, and in the pill box, this one's called Comic Art Edition, and it's based off of the story Death, Lies, and Treachery. I like the font on, you know, on the card backs. I've got two here because one of them I'm going to keep and put up on my wall. I've actually changed my desk to a completely different place now. So behind me is this blank white wall. It's just got nothing on it at all. So I'm going to start to put up all my 3.75 cards, and maybe put some up of my, you know, the anniversary card backs for the Black Series as well. So I'm going to have a whole display on my wall in front of my desk. So cool. So one's going to be kept in the bubble. This one I'm going to take it out today, and we're going to have a closer look at the paint and everything. Let's have a look at the card back first. So just move that one out of the way. Let's get a nice close in here. Ooh. I do like that the font is different, that it's not like the classic, you know, the vintage collection style font. And I also like that they've taken the artwork and just lifted it straight off of the comic book and put it on there. It's really nice. And that's, you know, that's really important, because as soon as a collector is holding this in their hand, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to look at this and then check and say, is this the same? Does this even look anything like this? Because that's what it's, the whole point of this, isn't it, really? Not just to look cool on your wall, but I mean, the figure itself has to have some reason for existing. Yeah, it looks really nice. And I turned it to the side when I got it, and I was like, oh, there's the Mythosaur on his left side on the shoulder pads there. Looks good. And it's got like a shadow that goes all the way down the right side of his helmet and on his torso, and then stops. It doesn't go down the leg, it kind of stops, but it's nice though. It's just like a kind of a shadowy effect. Brilliant. And it's good that it has two blasters. So you got that little small one, and then you got the long one as well, with a nice strap on here. I think it's cool. On the back, it's interesting because it shows you the whole wave. This is the Taiwanese import sticker. And this whole wave here, I think it's the same. If you go and look at Tim's video, at Bosk's Bounty, you've got the 4 Jabbergoons at the top. And I just finished my review of those in that previous video. And then at the bottom, you've got 1, 2, 3. There you go. You've got your 3 new Boba Fetts. And it's weird that, like, they gave these two a name. So the one I'm going to open today is called Comic Art Edition. Then the next Boba Fett is called Vintage Comic Art Edition. And then this one's just got no name at all, just Boba. So I think they should have changed that. I'm still waiting for this one. It's going to come out in a couple of weeks. I'd like it to say something on the pill box like Classic Kenner Edition. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world, but I just think, you know, Hasbro, when you give these names, you got to make it more clear, because it's hard for me as a retailer when I'm selling these. Collectors are like, yeah, you know, the Boba, the comic, which one? The one, the yellow belt? No, the one with the red belt? Yeah, that one. It's just, it's confusing. Anyway, and you've got the Darth Vader. This is going to be one of the top figures this year in the vintage collection. The one with the removable helmet, and he's got a removable hand as well. This is the Return of the Jedi Darth Vader, the death scene. And yeah, it's really cool. I like all of them. And having so much fun with TVC this year so far. It's only been 3 months. And I've got quite a sizable collection already, which I shall show you at the end of this video. Right, I'm going to get this guy open up. Here he is, out of the box. He's being accompanied by ARC Trooper Havoc. He looks shorter, only because I haven't got a peg stand for this guy. He's, you know, with the TVC, the peg holes, they all come in all different shapes and sizes. It's kind of weird. But just to give you a frame of reference, yes, it's about the same height and the same kind of build. And also, if you've got the Boba Fett from before, the Return of the Jedi one, that one was, I think it's pretty much the same articulation. So this is like the same, but just like with different paint. And let me just turn him around. Let's have a look. I really like the mythosaur on his on the left shoulder there. That looks so cool. And he's even got like the purple spray on his gauntlet. So you've got like a mix of yellow, purple, green, and these different kinds of hues of blue. I like it. It really goes together. And yeah, look, his backpack is detachable. You can take his jetpack off. There you go. Everything is there, even the Wookiee braids. I've been hearing that some people who got the Kenner Boba Fett, they're like, oh, I have a factory variation. Like this one, there's no Wookiee braid, which is kind of weird, right? So you guys, let's go close up here. This is apparently supposed to be a Wookiee braid that comes down, but they're saying that they don't have it. It's just not there. It's not like it's been broken off or anything. It's just in the factory, they just did not put this piece on. So that's kind of weird. Underneath, you can see he has got like a face sculpt under the helmet, which is green. So, I don't know. Yeah, let's get close up at this helmet, man. It's looking really nice. Look at that. I love the paintwork on this. Let's do the other side. This is that mythosaur. Love it. Absolutely love it. Right, I'm going to get the jetpack and I'm going to put that back on him, and we'll take a look at him with like holding his weapons, because he's got two weapons, right? Here we go. So I put the jetpack on, and he's looking great. He's also holding his Boba Blaster, the longer one. This is his iconic stance, isn't it? When he's in Jabba's palace and he's hiding in the corner, and he's got his weapon is at the ready, and but he's just got it slightly lowered. Let me turn it around for you so you can see the jetpack. It's really nice. It's got all the colours on there still. You've got the green at the top for the missile, and then you've got like the purples and the light blue. I think it's beautiful. Look at that. How cool is that? I like the colours on his jetpack, right? They really spent some time designing this. And his pouches here on the left and the right, they've got like little scuff marks on them. It's like the paint is like on purpose, like a little bit uneven, and I like that because it's obviously it's nice comic book style, so it looks really cool. It'd be nice if you could get some flames under here, and also if the missile was removable, that would be cool too. Or let's have a look under here, can we? No. See, that's nice, isn't it? Do you remember the we did Paz Vizsla the other week, and we put he's a deluxe, and we put the flames underneath here. And we were able to put flames on his gauntlet as well. Always appreciate that. And it'd be nice if, I'm not going to say, it would be nice if his helmet was removable, because, you know, most Boba Fett, the helmets don't come off. But his rangefinder, again, it does not move. I tried, and nope, it's just like sticking up in the air. I really want that to move. I just showed you ARC Trooper Havoc, you know, and it's just like, there's such a big difference with those figures, you know. The clone troopers, they pretty much all of them now are standard. They have removable helmets, and they have great paintwork, and they've all got the visor, not the visors, the rangefinders which you can move. So I like that. So yeah, but it's nice though. I like him. I really can't wait to get the other two, and then we can have like eat 1, 2, 3, and have them stand side by side. Let me try the little blaster. He's got a little small one, and I'll put him in some poses. Well, he does not have trigger fingers on both hands. I mean, so the little blaster looks better if you put it in his right hand. It looks super cool. And the other blaster that he has, which is very unique to Boba, the strap is not long enough to go around his shoulder, not like, say, you know, like with Chewie here. He's got his blaster's so, like, the strap is so long, you can put it right around his body, but this one you cannot. And I just noticed something else as well. Like, let me just take the pistol off. Let's take this off. Now, the braids, the Wookiee braids, let's come in close again. Zoom in, please. There you go. Right, this actually, I know why this might be one reason why it's missing from certain bubbles, because it's loose. It's loose. It's not stuck on with any glue. It's just loose. So I can actually take this off. There you go. It's there. That's it. So that comes off, and you can see that there's a little peg there, and that just sits in a hole in the shoulder pad, and that's all that's keeping it in there. So I guess in the factory, maybe there were a couple that came off the assembly line, and they just kind of just fell off or something. So yeah, it could be that there are some Bobas out there with no Wookiee braids. So that's interesting. I mean, if you look carefully in there, yep, there's the hole. That's what you just poke that in there, and then it stays on pretty well actually. So it's good. Right, I'm going to do a few poses with this guy, and then we'll compare him to some of the other TVC I've opened this year so far. Right, absolutely brilliant. I totally recommend this guy because he is like a two-in-one. You've got the paint apps, which are like superb, and then on top of that you've got the articulation from the previous Return of the Jedi mold, which is great for posing, and you've got the card back, which is really unique too. I think this is wonderful. I can't wait to get the other two. The number, let me just check the number on the back, VC278. Okay, so these ones all have numbers, and I put them together this year so far, January, February, March. Now is April. I mean, I have opened a lot of vintage collection figures this year so far. I'm so happy. We've got Paz Vizsla here. You can go check out my video on him. He's the deluxe, and there'll be other deluxes coming this year as well. We had this guy, the Biker Scout guy with a removable helmet, and we also had the Jabba's goons at the back there with Yak Face and Woof. They were so cool. So yeah, go check out my other vintage collection videos. And I'm just looking forward to all the new stuff as well, like the 212, the army pack. This is like a 4-pack, and we've had loads of reveals lately. We're getting Cad Bane in Book of Boba Fett, the Tusken Warrior, and yeah, even another 4-pack, which is Tusken Raiders. So, and I'm wondering, like, in terms of vehicles, what are we going to get this year for the vintage collection? I mean, it's already been rumoured that we're going to get the Naboo Starfighter, which Mando's flying around in at the moment. So I'm just having so much fun with TVC this year. Right, guys, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll be back in the next one. And the next one, I will switch back to the Black Series again. And I'm not sure what Black Series figure I'm going to unbox. I think it will probably be Scorch or the rocket launcher trooper from GameStop. All right, guys, see you again.